Come on, get up. Lying here for hours. Look, it's no use just theorising about getting up. It's the act that counts. It's a matter of making a decision. Exercise the will. The will. Right. I'll count up to 5 and then the single, decisive act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it determines the actual moment? I mean, I always do get up, always manage it somehow. What is it decides? Hidden factor, air currents, vibrations. Well, the thing is to creep up on yourself. Take yourself by surprise. Don't think, just suddenly. Okay. Now! Oh, blast it! Right now! Done it! Done it! Done it! Self-mastery, that. Oh, it's cold. Bless me. Oh, what a life. What a marvellous life for a man like me. Fag. Give you the shits first one, but... You could get out of bed. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Light up a fag, smoke it just like that. What a man. I wonder what's going on down there. Chucking me out, the bastard. Culmination of 5 years arsing around. Surprised he let me go on so long. I never thought he'd do it. Shit. That lad thinks he's finished me, but he's not heard the last. I'll make more trouble away from that place than I ever did inside it.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mal.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, you see, something's happened.
What?
Well, you see, this afternoon, like, all top members at committee, Alan, he called us into his room. Me and Wick and Boocock.
I know what members of committee are. I'm its chairman.
Aye, right enough. Well, anyway, as I say, he calls us in there, like, and then he explains how, like, he's had to ask you to leave.
Ask?
Yes. He says you've been a disruptive influence. I mean, that's his phrase. And I was giving you chance after chance. Of course, I'm not saying he's right. I'm just telling you what he said.
Go on.
So he gets us in there and he says if he doesn't do this, like, and your influence isn't stopped, well, the whole school might have to close down.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I could have told you this would happen. I could have predicted it. He showed himself in his true colours. Totalitarian, power mad.
Yeah, well, see, that's why I couldn't get up here on time.
What did Wick say?
Oh, he said something like you've just said.
What?
There he is. Public enemy #1. Hey, man, you done it this time. So I told you.
He mentioned something.
I don't we're going to take any notice, do you? Hey, I've never been so incensed. That little runt telling us who we can see. And afterwards, them 2 chastity belts on legs, Ackroyd and Firth, started on about it all being your own fault. That little Ackroyd's really vicious when she gets going. She nearly clawed my eyes out when I said we should back you. Didn't she, Herman?
Aye. She nearly touched him.
I'd have touched her. Trying to point out that Alan's trampling on our basic rights. But there was no arguing with them. And Boocock was there in the middle as usual. Anyway, Owen and me, we've worked out a little plan.
Expatiate.
We'll have an arrangement with you. We'll meet you on certain nights, certain pubs on the outskirts of town. You know, pub for Monday, pub for Tuesday. We'll all go there separately and we'll leave separately. Me and Owen have already started. That's why we came here separately. I ate at the tech canteen and the...
And I ate at Sweet Shop.
Sweet Shop.
And we came here by separate routes and we staggered our arrival.
Anyway, in future, if we pass you on the street, we won't even see you. We'll cut you dead. At least that's what'll seem to happen. But actually, we'll have a secret little sign. An infinitesimal twitch of the cheek, like... Which will mean we're all together, solid, united. It'll be so bloody subtle and we'll be doing it right under Allard's nose. He'll think he's won, and all the time there'll be this underground resistance. It'll be great. Oh, what do you think?
It's opening time. Let's go to the pub.
What's the matter with it? You say Allard will think he's won. Well, if we adopt your bold, daring proposition, trudging miles and miles through rain and sleet to remote freezing pubs for 5 minutes furtive mumbling, sneaking round town twitching our cheeks, of course Allard will think he's won. He'll have every right to, because he will have. It's exactly what he wants. I've never heard such complete and supine capitulation masquerading as defiance. Allard did castrate you this afternoon. Look, I'm just as disgusted by Allard as you are. Of course we've got to defy him. That's the old bloody idea. Right? See now, there's that hand gauge.
Where?
Over there.
Ah, we're winning.
Cheers.
Let us now consider the present situation. Allard has issued a challenge, right?
Yeah.
We must accept that challenge or resign all claim to being men. I face the challenge. Don't go back to that art school. Give it the 2 fingers. And let's form ourselves into a political party. That's a magnificent opportunity to do all the things we've always talked about. Our first goal will be to smash Allard and all that stand with him. And our ultimate aim will be to realize all our dreams, take a proper place in the scheme of things, and achieve absolute power.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it. I'm sick of towing the line day in, day out in this provincial ghetto. What do you say, Owen?
But I mean, a party?
Well?
Well, there's only 3 of us.
Well, Hitler started with 7.
Marx started with 1 himself.
Exactly. Yeah, members have come rolling in.
Yeah, but I mean, who's going to take any notice? You know, I mean, who's going to join?
Ultimately, everybody, whether they like it or not. Now, we've got to start off with a symbolic gesture. We've got to get Allard. Well, Erwin, are you with us?
What?
You want to join us on the road to power?
Eh?
Well, do you want it?
Well, what?
Power.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Great. 3 who made a revolution.
2 1/3. Now, we've got to get Allard in a way that will astonish the world. Of course, the best thing would be...
What?
To kill him.
Assassination.
Oh, Mal, no.
It's beautiful, it's simple, it's a direct, and above all, it's violent.
Clean, quick and decisive.
But it could create sympathy for him.
Oh, we've got to avoid that.
And we'd get sentenced.
Yeah, quick martyrdom, couple of weeks inside, then you're out to pick up the sympathy.
And we needn't go in.
Of course not. We're glad a comparatively inessential member take the rap while we, the real brains, exploit it from outside. Erwin could go in.
Oh, no, come off it, Mal.
For a fact. So, we'll rule out assassination.
Yeah.
How about kidnapping him?
No, you gotta make him really reveal himself for what he is. I know.
What?
Kidnap him.
Great. Then what?
I've got it.
What?
Blackmail.
Blackmail?
What, where?
Margaret Thwaite.
Margaret Thwaite?
Margaret Thwaite.
Margaret Thwaite.
Margaret Thwaite.
Allard knocked her off.
Oh, hey, well, I mean, he might have necked with her a bit like at Christmas parties.
He did more than that.
What?
He had her in his car. I've seen her with my own eyes.
Yeah, I've seen her in that bloody car with him.
Well, I've seen her with him in that car. I mean, what does that mean? Eh? Just a lift like? I mean, it's not as if we actually saw him.
She told me about it. I'll make it my business to ferret these things out. Allard knows that I know all there is to be known. Allard wears the mask of the artist, the guardian of sensibility, the upholder of good taste who's considered fit to guard and guide young minds. But we all know that it's nothing but a mask. Well, we must strip that mask from the face of depravity. We must tear it or rip it, smash it, obliterate it.
I say, man. No. What are we going to call this party?
Oh, yeah, now, let's see. It wants to be the party of dynamic. Yeah, I've got it. The party of dynamic erection.
Just the name.
We're against the eunuchy. We're against the castrated wherever they are. We're against all those who want to reduce us to their level.
Yeah. Hey, when are we going to do the kidnapping?
Well, now, let's see. Give ourselves a week. Next Friday. We'll do it on Friday the 9th. Come on, sup up.
Friday the 9th, the day of dynamic erection! The day of distinction, the day of retribution, the day of wrath, the day of truth, the day of the new quest! The first day! The last day! The first day! The death day! The day of iron! The day of steel! The day of aluminium! The day of the lifted up! The day of mud! The day of porridge! The day of wet cardboard! The day of horsehair on the back! The day of chewed grass wigs! How! 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 Owen, the bush! Wait, you bastard, wait! Watch your orange! You breakfast nut!
Malcolm? I thought we were supposed to be going to the pictures tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Would you like a coffee?
Yeah, all right.
Shh, me mum's in bed. I won't be a minute. Would you prefer tea or coffee?
Well, I used to drink more tea, like, you know. You know, well, I drink coffee now, but well, I haven't got any real preference. Her eyes, they mock me. I mean, here it is all laid out, and she wants it and I can't get. What is this block? What is it? Why am I so inhibited? Why? All I want is to be treated like a human being. Ah.
Do you take sugar?
What?
Do you take sugar?
No. Have you got a big kitchen, have you? You've got nice wallpaper.
Sit down, Malcolm.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you take your coat off? Yes, Mum?
I think,
Good night, Malcolm.
yeah. Oh.
I'll see you.
Yeah. 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 Got to see her again. Just throw yourself in. Oh, it's impossible. It's not. It is. It isn't. It is. You can. Fuck the party. If I could bring this off, if I could get Anne, that would be my real conquest, not all this dynamic crap. I'll get her. After all, I know I'm a great man.
No, you're wrong.
I'm telling you, it was green.
No, it was blue.
It was green.
I mean, you can't call it green. You might say it had a sort of slight greenish tinge, but it was blue.
You obviously can't tell the difference between blue and green.
No, it's you can't tell the difference. You call yourself an artist.
Look, when a man wears a jacket for 2 blasted years, he ought to know what colour it is.
You must never have looked at it. I suppose you were too deep in intellectual thought as usual. You don't notice what goes on around you. I do. I have a keen perception for the world of the senses. Sights, sounds, odors, tactile titillations. I'm a walking seismograph of sensual innuendo. I feast on them. They're the raw stuff from which I weave.
Balls. You can't see 6 inches in front of your face. You couldn't smell a room full of dead elephants. If a time bomb went off in your pocket, you'd... Oh, I'm not going to argue with you. This nonsense about the jacket shows how perceptive you are.
No, you're just trying... No, it's you who's unperceptive. Only you could even imagine it was green.
Listen, mate. I'll tell you how unperceptive you are. If that jacket had a tendency towards any other colour than green, it was brown.
Oh, no. No, look, I admit it wasn't pure blue. It had an hint of green in it, just an hint, but I don't know where you got brown from.
Hint of green? It was green. Green with a tendency towards brown.
Well, I never saw any brown.
Oh, you wouldn't. You only see what you want to.
It was bluey green.
Listen, that kind of corduroy jacket.
It wasn't corduroy.
Of course it was corduroy.
No, it's sort of stuff made up to look like corduroy.
It was the real thing. How the hell would you know?
No, real corduroy's not like that. You can tell when you see real corduroy. You can tell it's a subtle difference. It's a richer sort of texture.
It was bought as corduroy. I should know.
You were taken in.
I was not taken in. I know corduroy. I asked for a corduroy jacket and that's what I got.
You can't afford real corduroy!
It had the bloody label in it!
Well, I suppose they called it corduroy. That's how they sell it to people like you, but that...
So you can discern that a jacket isn't corduroy, even if it looks like corduroy, feels like corduroy, it's called bloody corduroy. You've got a mystical sixth sense for the real corduroy.
No, but I can tell you're not clothes conscious like me!
I know clothes. I don't dress by accident. Choose my outfit with care. Oh, yes, I reject fashionable elegance. I present an image. Haggard, gaunt, unkempt. I dress with style.
After the revolution, everybody will have to dress like you. It'll be the height of fashion. And my books will be made compulsory reading.
You'll allow your work to be published? I thought that was beneath your dignity.
No, I never said that. I said public honours hold no temptation for me. The real writer, the great writer, dismisses prizes and honours as unworthy of him. The only tribute he accepts is the reading of his books. He stands alone, remote, a great crag rising out of the plain of ordinariness.
Where the hell's Irwin with them chips I sent him for?
Well, where's he gone for?
That place over there, just opposite.
South Parade?
No, the place just opposite. You can see it through the window.
Well, that's South Parade!
It isn't!
It is!
Well, I'm not going to argue with you. You're disputatious. I'm not out to eat for 43 hours.
I once went longer than that without food.
When?
Last summer, after that party at Barry Lawton's, when my mother locked me out by mistake. I decided to seek the unknown vistas of the hallucinated mind. I embarked on a pilgrimage to the dream city of surreal experience. I wanted to see if I could induce hallucinations.
Your whole bloody life's an hallucination.
Now, let me tell you.
I wouldn't dream of stopping you.
I came into town, and as I walked about, I fell into a trance. Everything I encountered took on a new shape, new form, a new meaning. I seemed to float through the streets. The crowds loomed past me like crazy phantoms. The girls in their summer frocks were like diaphanous, chattering birds ready to take wing and soar into the air. The trolleybuses were floating, suspended. Great red toys gliding nowhere, hither and thither, to and fro. Their human cargoes no more than playthings. The whole scene was a surreal kaleidoscope pageant of insubstantial seeming. And then I went down Leeds Road to the gasworks, just to look at it, just to experience it. And as I stood there, it rose before me, shimmering, pulsating. Its chimneys became dark minarets against the hazy blue canopy of the heavens. Its gasometers were heaving symbols of dark leash power. cooling towers were soaring mirage palaces, leaping to block out the life-giving light. The whole mesmeric vision belched and fumed its noxious vapors, a cathedral dedicated to evil. The very ground trembled. I felt asphyxiated. The spittle dried in my throat. I gasped and choked in vain. The terrible, ghastly, impinging vision clawed at me, trying to drag me in. With overwhelming force, it sucked at me, sucking me to destruction. And with one last frantic frenzy, I managed to turn and stagger away.
Terrible place, that gasworks. If that's what it does to innocent young mystics, they ought to put a screen round it.
Hail
Screwdike.
Oh, Screwdike, where the hell do you go for them chips?
That cafe up South Parade.
Get on with that banner, Erwin.
Sorry I'm late, Mel.
I suppose that was a party salute.
Hey, does he know?
I've appointed him party archivist and minister of records.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's not a proper salute.
It's a perfectly good salute.
No, you don't want to bend your arm like this. You want to raise it like this.
You're finding a lot of fault, Nipple. It's an honour to be invited to join this party, especially at this early stage.
No, well, I don't...
Either you accept the authority unanimously vested in me, or you can push off.
Well?
All right.
All right, what?
All right, I agree.
Raise your right hand, Agnes. Owen. Yeah. Do this with your fingers. Now repeat after me. I, Dennis Nipple.
That's not my name.
What is your name?
Dennis Charles Nipple.
Okay. I, Dennis Charles Nipple.
I, Dennis Charles Nipple.
On the 2nd day of February.
Is that the right date?
Well, of course it is.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not. It's the 3rd today.
It's a bloody second. Get on with it.
All right, your mistake. On this 2nd day of February.
Swear an oath of personal allegiance to my leader, Malcolm Screwdike.
Swear an oath of personal allegiance to the leader, Malcolm Screwdike.
And through absolute obedience to his will.
And through absolute obedience to his will.
To the aims and struggles of the Dynamic Erectionist Party.
To the aims and struggles of the Dynamic Erectionist Party.
So help you God.
So help you God.
I've been thinking. We need a new calendar. We need new names for the months.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. Hey, well, we could give them our names.
Exactly. So this month becomes the month of Screwdike. March becomes Wick. April Erwin and May Nipple.
Nipple. You can't call a month Nipple. You'll have to change your name.
I'm not changing my name.
I just thought of something else. We need a magazine, an official organ.
Ah, well, with a name like Dynamic Erection, you can't do without it. How about calling it Hard Facts?
I've thought of a name. The Muck Shifter.
Just a joke.
No, you don't want a name like that. It's too mundane. You need something uplifting, spiritual.
Muck Shifter's its name, and you're its editor. Right, let's get on with planning the kidnapping.
Right. Now, next Friday, Screwdike the 9th, we are going to whip a painting from the art gallery. Then we're going to bring it back here, right?
Yep.
Then later on in the evening, we are going to kidnap Allard and blackmail him into smashing the painting. We're going to say smash it, otherwise we spill the beans about Margaret Thwaite.
And that, my friend, will be our lever to everlasting fame. Now, the first phase of the operation will be the raid on the art gallery. Right, let's work this out. Come on, Erwin.
So, we're in the entrance hall.
We look around. Quick look round. Good, we're in. The modern stuff's in this first gallery.
Hey, there's somebody down the far end.
I don't see anybody.
Well, that's because you're half blind. Disperse. Look casual. Go on. Hey, wait, go on. Look at that Sutherland. Where is it? Off a bad paraffin stove.
I'll stay up near the entrance, eh?
Yeah.
Here, I'll look at this thing.
Don't be funny. Go on, get up there just up from Erwin. And be casual! I'll look at this wall. Right, they're gone. Right, action stations. You cover the entrance. Nipple, you watch the windows. Erwin, you come here with me with portfolio, and we go to Spencer, which is on this wall. Right. Come on, keep watch. Okay. Take it off its hooks. And slowly bring it down. Open the bag. Slide it in. And we got it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Take the painting to the lift. Wait, you with him.
Sorry.
Nippo. We'll saunter casually down the stairs. Right, we're off. Right!
That's not sauntering.
Right, so we hide under the wall just by the gap, and Allard's car's parked on the other side.
Yeah, hey, we wear masks.
Oh, yeah.
Where's one for me?
I don't know. Here, use that.
Well, this?
Yeah, get it on.
There's somebody's mucky old vest.
Well, get it on.
Well, isn't there anything else?
Look, stop quibbling, get it on.
Oh,
Come on, Nipple.
I can hardly breathe in this smelly thing.
It looks great. It's very sinister.
Hey, we've all got sticks. So, Allard comes out the building.
Yeah, I'll be Allard. I'll be Allard.
And, we just wait here like a coiled spring ready to pounce.
Right now, Allard comes out of the tech, just as he always does, feeling cheerful and a little tired, thinking about his supper, his wife and his bed.
Humming to himself, looking forward to a nice drive home. All in all, it's been a good day.
An unexceptionable day.
But a good day.
He walks down the side of the tech, gets out the keys to his car.
He bends down to open the door, and we come out.
Hey, we killed him.
No. Get Allard in the car. Right, Alan. Erwin, the wheel. Now, Nipple, in the back.
Right, start her up.
Oh,
Ignition?
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to reverse?
Eh?
No, don't attract too much attention. Straight on St. Paul's.
Stop at the end.
No, straight round the corner. Not past Sparrow Park. Stop at the traffic lights!
There aren't any traffic lights there.
There are.
We'll crash straight head through them.
Too risky.
They've changed.
Not yet. They've changed? Straight up Ramsden Street. Up to the top. No, not up to Main Street. Too many people. Turn on Beale Street.
Past police station.
No, we don't want that. Reverse. Reverse, Owen.
Reverse, Owen, quick. Quick, there's a cop looking at us.
Back into Ramsden Street again.
Which way are we going?
Back down the crossroads and on Queen Street. Hey, no, that's past Tech. They'll all be coming out.
Well, we'll have to go back then. Back to St. Paul's and go the other way.
Back where we started.
No, there's another little street off Ramsden Street, top side at Town Hall, but I don't know its name.
Oh, aye, there is back at Whitfield's shop.
On there, then. Turn down Princess Street. Then on Alfred Street. Have a peace parade. Look out for that lorry!
Doors come open!
Well, shut it.
Oh, it's fallen out!
Pull up!
Oh, man, what a ride.
Let's get him out. Only a couple of yards up to building. If anybody interferes, we'll say that he's drunk. Come on, Airway, this side, this side. Oh. Yeah. Right.
I want to take my rag off. Don't be disgusting.
Get it right. Set. Now then, let's get hold of him again. Nipple, this side. Hey, what are you doing?
Behind.
Well, push.
I am.
You're not taking enough weight.
I am, you are.
I can't take any
Of
more.
course you can.
You don't know how to lift.
I'm taking the brunt. Anyone can see that you've never even...
No, you got your arms all wrong. They should be like
Don't
this.
let go! You silly bastard! Right. Get him under the arm like this.
No, you can't do it that way.
Look, do as you're told.
Well, it's not the right way.
Shut up and lift.
Mind the painting? I'll walk this bit. I'll walk this bit.
Yeah, right. Right. Now then, go on, get hold of him again.
Right. Give us your foot.
That's it. Right.
Somebody's coming.
Stay as you are. Shh.
That'll overspray my ankle.
He'll be all right once we get him in. Right, come on, lads, let's get him in. Come on. Come on, Nick. Pull it.
Just twisting it, really.
No, now, come on. Nearly. He's a weird bloke. Never says anything, just stares. What's the matter with him? We told a plausible story. Said it convincingly. Christ, most people would have sympathised. He's an odd bastard. The masks! We've still got the bloody masks on.
You should have thought of that.
What about you? You didn't realise?
Aye, but you're supposed to be the leader.
Oh, well, never mind. Doesn't matter. He probably thought we was playing some kind of game. Let's get Alan on that mattress. Right, we have the painting facing him for when he comes round. Right, we all stand ready. Me in the middle and Erwin there, Wick there, Nipple there.
Well, are we just going to stand here waiting for him to come round? It could take hours.
No, Erwin's going to chuck some water over his head.
Where from?
Ah, tin!
It's full of piss.
Hey, just reckon, Erwin, just reckon. Right, we all need sticks. Right, back in position. Good evening, Mr. Allard.
I'm going for a pee.
Oh, when you've had your pee, get on your back, go down the art gallery. We need them pictures measuring.
Why me?
Get on with it.
I'll go tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow.
Why did you seduce Margaret Thwaite?
Margaret Thwaite?
Oh, please, don't weary us by denying it.
What proof have you?
I admit there is something to be proved.
I didn't say that.
That's what you implied.
Now look here, Screwdyke. What are your terms of reference?
My eyes, the eyes of my comrades, the testimony of the girl herself.
All right, Screwdyke. Suppose I admit that there is
Suppose nothing. I deal in facts.
All right, Screwdyke. I admit there is something in what you say. You've proved more than a match for me. God, you're clever.
I'll grant you that. That's one point on which we agree.
Listen, Screwdyke. I'm a reasonable man. Let bygones be bygones. You can all return to the college. I'll get you better grants. I've money. You can have it. My daughter, she's lovely. She's ripe.
I don't want your money. I don't want your daughter. I don't want your scholarships.
And what do you want?
I want you.
What?
I want you in my power utterly and completely. I want you to surrender every last vestige of self-respect to me. I want you to throw your worthless life at my mercy. I want to hollow you out and fill you in with nothing but humiliation. I want to see you destroy yourself as a man in front of me. Here, now, in this shit heap. Then I want you to crawl away and cringe the rest of your days in my shadow. I want you to become my excreta. Erwin, get him to that chair. Listen, are you listening?
Yes.
You see this painting? Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. This is one of the world's greatest masterpieces, Garden at Cookham Rise by Stanley Spencer. Now, in return for your smashing this painting, we give you our silence.
How do I know?
How do you know that we won't split on you? Oh, you don't. You'll just have to trust us. An emotion you're not very familiar with, but you'll just have to try it. A little simple human trust, Philip. We aren't all as black as you. So put your trust in us. Relax, let yourself go. Have a little faith. For the first time in your life, just have a little faith.
I have no alternative. And I think you're a man of your word.
Good. Help Mr. Allard to his feet, Owen. Smash it. Smash it! 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 Your trust was misplaced.
Aha, here it is.
Been to the gallery?
Mm-hmm.
You check up on the size of the paintings?
Let me tell you.
All right, give us your report.
I left where I live in Spain's Road, and as I sat astride my bicycle, I knew that what was normally a short, prosaic journey would be mutated into an odyssey through the haunted chasm.
We asked you for a report, not a prose poem.
Did you get the measurements?
Yes.
Give them here.
Did you check on how the paintings were hung?
Aye, it's just how we said.
Good.
Let's have some tea.
I'll be way here from gallery. I saw someone you know.
Who?
One of the girls from art school, one you fancy.
How do you mean I fancy?
You know the one I mean, and something.
Graves, Finley,
No.
and Gedge, and Waddington.
Aye, that's the one.
I never... Anne Waddington?
No, the one he said before.
Gedge?
Hey, I never knew you had a yen for her, Mel.
I didn't. It's in another of his fantasies.
Oh, you do. You told me you went on about the nape of her neck.
I never said anything about the nape of her neck.
You did. You went on and on about its slope and the little groove in it.
I never said anything.
I know her. I had a session with her once. During that dance we had last year, she got me to take her outside and, well, that little virgin she turned out to be. You know, scared stiff. Yeah, she's a... Anyway, I just got browned off.
I can always tell when a woman's ready to go. Matter of intuition. Some mysterious chemical combination drawing you together.
Is that so?
Women respond to me. They sense something in me. I seem to attract every sort, from shy little shop assistants to daring intellectual women. I have this certain inner magnet that pulls them towards me. Even married women with kids are drawn towards me. Sometimes I try to restrain myself, knowing the havoc I'll wreak in these women's lives, but it's no use. One woman can't satisfy me for long and I have to move on. I just can't help myself. There was this woman at this party. She had Negro blood in her, you know, you can tell. She had this dark pigmented skin and these untamed eyes and these sensual, thick, fleshy lips. She had these heavy, heaving breasts, a narrow waist, and these greatly rounded, fecund hips, which she swung provocatively every time she moved. She had this taut dress on with nothing on underneath, tight as a drumskin. She moved with this rhythm like a black she-panther. Well, she seemed to be bored and caged in by all the pale inhibited youths from this area who surrounded her. Then she saw me. There was this immediate recognition. This sexual spark flashed between us. Our eyes mated. She was transformed. Well, I thought I'll let things take their natural course. I'll let her come to me. I won't make things too easy for her. I'll let her hunt me down. So I got a drink and chatted to some people at the other side of the room, not looking at her, but sensing all the time her presence coming nearer. Sure enough, a turn. And there she is, sort of trembling by my side. Before we knew it, we were clasped together, pulsating. Pulsating to music. The crazy primordial frenzy. Our mouths gnawed hungrily at each other. Her thick, hot, fleshy lips engulfed me. Our tongues conversed in a wet, wanton wildness, writhing and twisting like angry snakes. Before I knew it, we was upstairs in the bedroom, and she'd unzipped me, and she had it in her hand, and she was squeezing, and she said, "Do anything to me, hurt me, tear me, make me feel." And I says, "What do you want me to do?" And she starts ripping at me, tearing me clothes off, clawing off me shirt and wrenching off me pants, and I'm tearing off her frock, and we fall tearing on the bed, and we fuse into this one white-hot furnace of fusion. There's just this moment, there's just one act of pure, savage, elemental being, just this furnace, just this fusion, just this frenzy, just this...
Just one thing you forgot to mention.
What?
I was at that party.
You weren't.
Hey, you saw this primordial sex goddess?
I saw her. Pale, skinny little kid with a spotty face and a slight squint. As for a drum-tight skirt, if you'd made a frock for her out of an handkerchief, it would have hung on her like a tent. And if she didn't wear underwear, it was because she didn't need to. Her chances of being bothered were less than nil till this pristine animal arrived on scene.
Well, I'm going for a pee.
Hey, Tell us all about it when you get back. I'm in the mood for another adventure story. What a deluded... How's it going, Owen?
Huh? Oh, I nearly finished it.
Yeah, it's great. It'll look good unfurled above us as we march. A symbol of dynamic erection.
It just needs to dry.
You've done a bloody good job, Owen.
It'll do.
Oh, well, I'm off then.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
I say, Mel. Between you and me, when we get into power, what are going to be our aims? I mean, what are we going to do?
Between ourselves?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We want power purely for its own sake.
To enjoy it.
We shan't pursue any specific policy for its own intrinsic value.
What we do with it doesn't matter.
In that sense, we shall do nothing.
But there'll be plenty of activity.
Purely arbitrary activity.
Perverse activity.
Strictly for giggles.
Our giggles.
The absurd state.
Absurdity with a vengeance.
Naked, unadorned vengeance. 10,000 years of culture will be given into our hands for our safekeeping, and we'll let it fall, shattering it completely.
And the bomb?
Drop it?
Of course.
Cruelty.
For its own sake.
No excuses. Our whim will be morality.
The freedom of the one demands the servitude of the many.
Which is what they really desire.
Which is what they really crave.
We shall rear up our soaring pyramids dedicated to nothing. The millions will climb the steps in pain to vanish at the top. Agony will be the order of our new day. And if you ask me for justice, I'll punch you in the mouth. Ask me for mercy and I'll kick you in the balls. Ask me for love, knock you to the ground. If you ask me for truth, I'll show you my fist, my boot, and my laughing face.
Final solution to the human question.
You go on, I'll see you in pub.
Yeah.
Hello, Malcolm. What are you doing here?
I was just going to see a mate. Mick Norris. He just lives around the corner. Do you know him?
No, I don't know him. I was just going to a club. Why don't you come with me?
All right, yeah.
What did you mean about Allied?
In New Wicken area, we formed a political party. It's called the Party of Dynamic Erection. We're against the Eunuchs and we're going to get Allard. Next Friday, we're going to whip a painting from the art gallery, then we're going to kidnap Allard and blackmail him into smashing it.
Sounds difficult. Excuse me, Malcolm.
not with you.
Maybe being a lonely man was my destiny. Holding on to what's past and gone means so much to me. I was just another face you didn't know. Just another chance that I let go. Like empty swings, the lonely thoughts of yesterday. Count the passing Sundays one by one. I give the world to somehow have you here with me. To chase the rainy days behind the sun. Maybe being a lonely man was my destiny. Holding on to what's past and gone means so much to me. I was just another face you didn't know. Just another chance that I let go.
Malcolm Scordike, on behalf of the party, on behalf of the nation, I address you. At this critical moment in world history, I call upon you, for you and you alone are our saviour. Dynamic erection is the future. Malcolm Scordike is dynamic erection. Dynamic erection is Malcolm Scordike. Scordike is the future. Hail Scordike! Hail Scordike! Hail Scordike! Hail Scordike! Hail Scordike! Hail Scordike! Scordike.
Friends, fellow fighters, people of the nation. 2 years ago, I awoke from the troubled sleep of apathy. There was born upon me a dreadful feeling that something was wrong with the state of our nation. Everywhere I looked, I saw decadence, apathy, cynicism, and decay. And try as I might, I could not rid myself of the spectre that haunted me. The spectre of a dying culture. Materially fat, but completely lacking in all the spiritual direction, promise, and aspiration which made our race great over the millennia. Hemmed in on every side, pressed to our last gasp by the massed hordes of militant eunuchy, those who are castrating themselves and whose sole aim is to castrate us to their level. Surrounded by these eunuchs, I realize that we, the oppressed, must take things into our own hands, rally our forces, and seize the initiative. I am fighting for a new, clean day, when young people can stand upright in dignity, when no one need be afraid of their next thought, and when frankness and honesty are universally accepted, and when power in the state is drawn from virtue. I call upon you all to join the party of dynamic erection, which has already so decisively lit a blazing beacon here that makes men shield their eyes across the continents. I say, join us now and sweep to the power which is your birthright. Let us once and for all time obliterate the scum from the face of the earth. Give me your present, and I will give you the future. I am Screwdike, and I am here. I promise, I pledge, I promise, I will. I offer you one thing, and one thing alone. I offer you dignity. Frenzied with approval.
Come on now, and it's your duty to protect the leader. Oh. Stay close to him.
There's an assassin.
Where? Here.
Okay, you're coming at him?
Oh, he doesn't see me.
I do. You got a knife?
A gun.
Bow?
I'm smiling as if I'm going to shake hands with the great man.
But Owen isn't fooled. Well, go on, Erwin, tackle him.
No, he doesn't manage.
Of course he does. You're not suggesting you succeed, are you?
That's a role you'd like to play, isn't it, Nipple?
Well, you should be grateful. Who else would go to the trouble to kill you?
I have many enemies. I have a capacity to arouse deep antagonisms.
No, I think in the main most people like you.
How ridiculous can you get?
Come on, get on with this attempted assassination. Owen pushes you off and grabs the knife.
No, no.
Black!
Oh, bloody well pushed me!
No, stop it!
Okay, that's it.
Me.
Congratulations, Erwin. You have successfully saved my life.
And you're dead.
No. No. I escaped.
How could you possibly have escaped? Owen, how old of you?
Well, he wouldn't have had a chance to do all that if it was for real. I'd just fire at point-blank range, and in the confusion, I'd just run away.
You can't run.
Of course I can run.
All right. Actions speak louder than words. Let's see you.
Oh, don't be daft.
See you. I said, you're dead.
Go back, go back. Go back. Now, before it's... Oh, let's face it, you really showed yourself last night. I'm so feeble. Christ, it makes me well. Do something! Do something. Do something. Get. Hurt. Nipple. I'll get that bastard there's a bill he can pay.
What are you pointing at?
Traitor! To Jimmy Sator!
Okay, Nipple. The game's up. Cat's out of the bag. The beans have been spilled.
Another of your elaborate jokes, I suppose.
It's no joke.
I've never heard of anything so unfunny.
What the heck are you talking about?
I have just received incontestable proof that at 6:17 yesterday evening you met and conspired with Philip Allard, arch-eunuch and enemy of the party, at the top of St. Paul's Church Tower with the purpose of betraying the dynamic erectionist movement.
Now I know you're not serious, St. Paul's Church Tower.
That's a laugh that'll rapidly commute across your face, my friend. Everything's ready. You get in there.
Why?
Come on, stand in there.
Well, I suppose I've got to humour you.
Minister Blagden.
Leader.
As Minister of Justice and Prosecutor General, you will undertake the prosecution.
Zealously, my leader.
You will also place yourself at the disposal of the prisoner, should the tribunal deem it necessary.
You see, Nipple, everything's fair and square. You've got a defence counsel.
You can't have the same man both prosecuting and defending. It's unheard of.
No, it's not. You've just heard of it.
Well, I wouldn't be allowed in a proper court.
This tribunal is constituted according to dynamic erectionist procedure.
What's that?
You'll soon find out.
Tribunal will rise. Dennis Charles Nipple, I charge you with treason against the party, with entering into a conspiracy with the arch-enemy of the party, Philip Allard, betraying your oath of allegiance, and generally being in league with the forces of world eunuchy.
Well, I must have been very busy to have done all that.
Well, how do you plead? Guilty or very guilty?
I plead not guilty.
There's no such plea.
Well, that's ridiculous. You can't say I'm guilty before I've been tried.
We can and do. You can either plead guilty or very guilty.
That's no choice.
It is.
It's not fair.
It's not the business of this tribunal to be fair. We're here to investigate the depth and scope of your crimes, not whether they happened.
Doesn't matter to us whether or not they did happen. The possibility that they might have happened is sufficient.
This wasn't a joke, it'd be a surreal nightmare.
He pleads very guilty.
Well, if I'm so guilty, what's the point in trying me?
You may not be anywhere near as guilty as you plead. We've got to see whether you're coal black or charcoal grey. I call upon the witness, Erwin Ingham, to lay his deposition before the tribunal.
Hey?
Miss Ingham, will you please tell us exactly what you saw and heard yesterday evening?
Oh, well,
Far be it from me to put words in your mouth. Just tell the tribunal in your own words what you saw and heard.
Well, you see, I've been walking. I was walking just by there. And as I was walking, I saw like going in. Like going into it. Well, I wondered. So, as I say, they went in. And then I suppose they went up. Up to top. Well, one at a time, like. Anyway, as I say, they went up. And then I suppose they met. Anyway, I went in. I followed. Yes, I suppose you could say that. I followed. And when I got there, I saw them. And when they'd finished, well, they came down. They came down and went out. Then I came down and went out. So after they'd come down, come out, gone down, come out, I'd gone. I'd come. Yes. Yes. So really, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you. There you are. Conclusive testimony on the part of an eyewitness.
He never saw me do anything like that.
Silence! The prisoner is not permitted to speak at this juncture.
So there we have it. In all its disgusting detail. You were seen entering St. Paul's Church, climbing the tower, and up there you were overheard conspiring with the arch-eunuch and enemy of the party, Philip Allard. You informed him of all the party's secret plans in return for a glossy picture book of Tahitian nudes and your photograph in the Daily Examiner. I submit that the case is fully proved against the enemy of the party, Dennis Charles Nipple.
I now call upon the Minister of Justice and Prosecutor General to open the case for the defence.
I conduct my own defence.
That can't be allowed. You'll be allowed an opportunity to speak at the proper time.
The defence rests.
Prisoner may now be allowed to confess.
What do you mean, confess? Well, I suppose you must have your little games.
I don't play games, Nipple. I never have, I never will. I hate games. I'll show you whether I'm playing games.
Tribunal will rise.
It is the verdict of this tribunal that Dennis Charles Nipple shall be sentenced to death. It is my decree as leader of the Dynamic Erectionist Party that until such time as the sentence can be executed, Dennis Charles Nipple shall be totally ostracized by all the members of the party, and that he be regarded as having ceased to exist.
But
You're dead, Nipple. For all intents and purposes, you're now a corpse.
you must be... I mean, you can't really... if you really do, you really did. It'd mean that you were mad.
I'm mad. I'm mad. You heard what he said. I'm mad. He says I'm mad. Well, that's really convincing coming from you. That really does ring true. The phantom novelist. The solipsist. The egoist. The surrealist figment of his own diseased imagination. The fantasist who could quite seriously arrange to meet the headmaster of an art school on an icy ledge at the top of a rickety church tower in a blizzard in the middle of winter, and he says I'm mad. You just couldn't wait, could you? You always have to be the satyr. You can't submit your own perverted ego to something bigger than yourself. Well, you betrayed me. Me personally! I brought you in, I trusted you, I gave you everything. I open, I trust, I give, and you defecate on me as soon... Well, you'll find I've got another side. I'll show you, I'll get you, you degenerate imbecile. I'll not forget. I'll hunt you down to the ends of the earth. I'll follow, I'll track, I'll make you wish you'd never been born. I could strangle you with my own hands. I could drive a 16th nail through your head. Oh, I've been too quick for you. I always am in front. I always am, I always will be. I'll get you. I'll get you, I will, I'll show you, I'll...
Mean it. But why?
Why? Because
I don't know why you should want to do this to me. I never do. You know that. I can't see why you should... I've always had an high respect for you. I know we've had our disagreements, and I've disagreed, but I can't see why you should want to do this to me. Why should you? I'm not going to say I'm not hurt by what you've just said. I valued our friendship. Now you want to do this? Come on, Mal. Let me in on it.
I know it's not a game, but tell me it's just a rehearsal for some trial you intend to hold in the future for some real enemy of the party.
It was your trial.
If you could, you'd really have me killed.
Yes.
That's bad. That's very bad. All these years I thought you were my friend. It's bad for me, but it's even worse for you. I feel sorry for you.
Get out of my sight.
Very well. But I want you to know that whyever and however you've persecuted me, I forgive you.
To go now. What's going to happen tonight? I'll never even dare try. I'm so weak. Oh, I feel so ill. Got this gnawing in my stomach. I'm constipated. I've got to try. It can't succeed. It only matters that I lead. I've just got to lead them through that blasted door. Yeah. Just act. That's it. Just act, don't think. Just act.
So this is it?
This is what?
3A commercial chambers.
Oh?
And this is the banner.
You just come up from tech?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you decided...
I came here.
Yeah.
Have a fag.
Oh, ta.
I saw you on Wednesday afternoon.
Where?
Walking past Co-op.
Oh.
I was waiting for the bus.
Oh, well, I didn't see you.
I thought you might have done.
No, I didn't.
I thought it was funny.
No, I didn't see you.
I mean, if you'd seen me...
I didn't.
You'd have stopped.
Oh, yeah, if I'd seen you.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't.
It's funny. I thought for a moment you had.
No, I didn't.
You just seemed to look in my direction.
Well, I didn't.
I realise that now.
No, I didn't see you. I was, in a hurry.
Oh, well. Just one of those things.
Hmm.
Where are the others?
They're out. On a mission.
Oh. I thought I saw him going into a cafe.
Yeah, well, that's where they have to make a contact.
You still going to do it then?
Of course we are.
It's tonight.
Yes. Hey, you haven't...
Of course not.
We can't be too careful. We have to move with stealth.
How would you like to fuck me?
What?
I said, how would you like to fuck me?
What?
It's a simple enough question. How would you like to have sexual intercourse with me? Either you would or you wouldn't. I don't see any difficulties. Seems quite straightforward to me. I thought you prided yourself on your rapid perception.
I've never heard.
I know that. That's why I asked you.
I don't know how you dare ask such a question.
I dare because there's not the slightest chance of it ever happening.
I mean, you don't just... That's disgusting.
What's disgusting about it?
Well, it's... well...
And you're the man who prides himself on his brutal frankness.
I'm frank when I need to be. It's all a question of context.
It's all a question of whether it's Malcolm Screwdike who's being frank or somebody else.
Well, I'd never say what you just said to any woman.
Only because you'd never dare.
Because I've got a proper sense of propriety.
Oh. Well, this is a role I never expected. Don't tell me there's a Victorian gentleman lurking beneath that angry young muck.
Nobody speaks to me like that.
That's the trouble. Nobody dare. You've got the biggest front. To think I used to think you must have a different woman every night of the week if you wanted to. I asked about you. Never mind who. And nobody knew anything about it. So I could only think either you weren't interested or none of the women in the college came up to your demands. So I screwed up courage. I screwed up my nerve to ask you out. And when you grunted, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought you must be putting on an act for my benefit. When we went to club, I was, well, surprised at first. Then I thought, maybe he's a bit shy. He's not used to it after all. So I'll help him along a bit. A bit! Then I realised the big secret. The great man's scared stiff of anything in knickers. You're the biggest virgin outside a convent. You're right, girls don't usually talk like this, but there's no future in being subtle with you.
The whole thing's just a vast misconception on your part.
Is it?
Yes, it is. I never looked twice at you in the way that you mean. I never looked twice at you.
That's true. You didn't dare look.
I didn't want to.
Then why did you go out with me?
Gregarious.
And what were you doing, hanging about down near our house?
I told you I was just walking past.
I know that's what you did. I'm talking about what you wanted to do.
How do you know what I wanted to do?
I've got a magic eye and it sees straight through little men like you.
Don't call me a little man.
In spite of your scruffy beard and long hair.
I'm not going to waste my time talking about hair.
You prefer to waste your time in other ways.
You can't see what...
Never mind what I can't see. Let me tell you what I can. I see 3 timid little men. One who leads the other 2 along because he's got a louder voice and that's all. One who's another great lover. I caught a cold once waiting for him to make a move in a freezing yard. And a third, well, he's only ever anywhere because he's not somewhere else. I see you recognise these descriptions. Why don't you stop pretending to be something you're not? And shouldn't want to be. I don't know. But I feel you must know why I came. I came here to help you. I came here to help you.
You came here to...
Yes.
I mean, how? How could you?
I don't know, Malcolm. It's for you.
You mean if I... You know,
Oh, listen to you and I'd be reduced to a slack-mouthed non-entity wandering around grinning at babies, sniffing flowers and patting dogs on the head. But that's not for me. I'm a man of a different stamp. When I'm angry, I know that I'm alive. My blood runs, I tingle, I am something.
Aye.
Hello?
What's all this then?
I'm just going.
Oh, come up from Tech?
Yes, I was just on my way home. I thought I'd pop in.
Oh? How is Tech these days?
Well,
Explain to him why you came. Not keep my mouth shut. Never let it be said that I tried to prejudice your position.
you bastard.
Oh, that'll make a fine impression for a start.
What are you doing here?
I came to try and stop you behaving like a bunch of kids.
How do you mean?
Oh, come off it, Wick.
No, how do you mean?
All this nonsense you've got cooked up for tonight.
How do you know about that?
How do you think I was told?
Told? Who told you?
Your great leader himself told me.
No?
Quite true. I'll tell you how it happened. As soon as she came through that door, I immediately asked myself why. I came up with the answer. She was sent here as a spy. Well, why else would she come up here?
Oh, this is... I'm not listening to any more.
Oh, no, you can't have that. Straight down to report to Philip David Trevor.
Yeah, you can't just shove off. Everything's to be explained.
You two believe everything this bastard wants you to believe. Talk about suckers. I'm not going to bother.
So we're suckers, are we?
Let me pass.
Oh, no. She thinks we're going to let her run out of here just like that.
We did, and we should be suckers.
Get out of the way, you silly...
Oh, so we're just silly kids, are we? Not capable of doing anything.
Is that so? Well, we'll have to try and convince her otherwise. Perhaps this'll convince her.
Now, look. Don't be...
It's beginning to dawn. Perhaps we're not playing.
Getting a bit anxious.
No, don't be ridiculous. Come on.
She's not sure now. Perhaps we're not just things after all.
Now, look. Not even you.
Not even us.
Speaks with contempt, but she backs away.
We're not men, she says. She is a woman.
All right. All right, you've scared me. You win if that's what you want.
That's not what we want.
We want more than that.
We're going to show her what happens to women who pry.
Show her what we can do.
To women who treat men with contempt.
Look, please.
Oh, she starts to beg.
She's terrified.
She's quivering.
She's waiting.
For their hands.
On her warm, soft body.
Which must be punished. Punished. Punished!
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 Punished! Punished!
Punished!
Punished!
Punished!
Punished!
Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punished! Punish! Punish!
Oh. Hey. 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 Oh. Oh. She's dead.
What?
We've killed her. She's dead. We've killed her. What are we going to do, Mal? What are we going to do? Mal? Mal!
Sator. The whole thing was feigned. The whole thing was nothing but another trick. We ought to have been more thorough. She ought to have been dead. She deserved it. I had a suspicion that she was feigning all along, but I didn't let on. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because there's a streak of weakness, of sentimentality in all of us. And it has to be recognized, and it has to be wrestled with, and it has to be brought out into the open. But it needs the right incident to entice it out. Well, I used this incident. I let it come out. I gave it full play. I let it suffuse me so that once and for all time, with utter finality, I could reject it. That's the way to handle temptations. Every saint knew that. One more second and I was going to say, hack up the body. Never mind. What we've just done makes the putsch even more urgent. We're about to leap from our corner at the throat of the world, and then we shall see who cries for mercy. Then we shall see who begs for it. Then we shall see who gets it. We are the arbiters of the future.
Oh, we better get ready.
I suppose so.
When the time comes, just act. Act. Don't think, just act.
Oh, this is it.
I haven't made a will.
Right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. After what he's just made us do to that girl, after what he's just said, when the moment arrives, he hasn't got the nerve. Look at him. Petrified. The great leader. That miserable lump of solidified crap transfixed there. All this for nothing.